Morning folks, welcome to episode 5 of Badgers Angling. You join me at the lovely River Severn again today. I'm going to show you a bit more of a sort of autumnal approach to the way I go about my barbel fishing. The river's up and coloured a little, which I'm going to show you now. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I'll show you a bit better when I get down to the peg. There's a bit of that foam coming down as well. That'll be interesting to see what happens today, because a lot of people reckon that it sort of affects the fishing at times. But hey ho, I'm going to have a go and we'll see what happens. Well, certainly not the required species, but a bream of about 6 or 7 pound. Little chunk. Just getting back. Again, not the required species, but still welcome. Chub maybe 4 pounds or so. So let's take a look at the peg. I've picked this peg because, as you can see down there, it's a tree which extends into the water, and there's a tree there in the water. And between the two, there's a nice slack on the inside. When the river's up and coloured like this, you tend to find the fish will just sort of sit inside these slacks. And you tend not to get wiped out as much with the rubbish coming down, because the rubbish is obviously getting pushed down by the flow. If I was having to fish in the main flow, I'd be getting wiped out every 2 seconds. As it stands, I am still getting wiped out, but not as much as I would be if I was fishing in the main flow. So hopefully my rigs are going to stay out there long enough to get a bite. We're about an hour in now, nothing's happened. I say nothing's happened, I've just had a bream about 6 or 7 pound, but I've had no barbel as yet, but still early days, and I'm still hopeful. Well, I was just watching that clip back that I just showed you, and sod's law, I weren't recording, and away it went with the first one of the day, which is this little beauty. Maybe 5 or 6 pounds or so. A few days, let's get him back. Well, bit of madness while I've been charging my GoPro. I've had 2 bream, 2 smaller barbel. Now I've just had this beauty. Funnily enough, all fish are coming to the feeder at the minute, nothing to the downstream rod, but I'm sure we might get a few on it later. Happy days. Fish on. Go. Finally, the downstream rod with the boilie on has produced a barbel. 5th barbel of the day. Been quiet for about an hour or so. The rain started coming down, and away it goes with this beauty. I'm just going to run you through some tactics in a sec that I've been using to catch these today. Showing about the weather, but let's hope for a few more. Let's get her back. Right, while the rain stopped a little, just thought I'd show you what I've been doing. So this is the downstream rod that's just produced the last barbel. Same as my first video that you might have seen. Core and running rig kit, anti-tangle sleeve, but this time with a 4-ounce lead on. And then I've just been tying a little PVA bag of the Source 12mm boilies to the lead itself. And then same hook link, 12-pound X-line fluorocarbon, bit shorter this time, to a slightly bigger hook, size 8, and two 12mm Source boilies. That's caught me 2 chub today, and that barbel that you just saw, I was hoping for the bigger fish on that and then you catch 2 chub on it, but that's the way it goes. They eat the same boat as barbel do. So right, let's get this cast back out and I'll show you the other rod. This is my upstream rod. Obviously on the downstream rod I'm fishing a lead because I'm hoping that some of the bait that's falling out of this feed is just trundling down and leaving a little trail of bait. And sometimes the bigger ones, they'll hang back off all the bait and then they'll pick the lead hook bait up. That's not been the case today, mind. I've had most of them on the feeder, as I said earlier, but same tactics as I showed you in my first video. If you've not checked it out, episode 1 of Badgers Angling, River Severn barbel fishing, where I showed you sort of my summer go-to method, which was this core and mesh feeder. This is a bit heavier today, obviously, because of the flow we've got on. Core and run rig kit, 12-pound X-line, and a size 10 grappler with 2 spicy sausage pellets. And like I say, that's the most of the bites today, funnily enough. Let's try and get another. Just forgot to mention what I'm putting in my feeder, so same mix as before. Just a mixture of damp and down pellets, some 2mm krill, spicy sausage, cheesy garlic. Both those latter two are in 4mm and 6mm in there. Just keeps a nice mix of pellets going through the swim, keeps them guessing a little. And then I've got a slightly bigger one on the hook for them to pick out a bit quicker, hopefully. Well, it certainly worked today. Right, so I've just had a bit of a break in the weather. Sun's come out, which is lovely to see in, but it's not doing the fishing much good. I've not had a bite for maybe an hour, hour and a half or so. Just hoping that later on this afternoon there might be another chance for a little feeding spell. And while I'm waiting, I just thought I'd show you this new loaded tackle box that Coram I've just bought out. This one comes with the needles, the drill, scissors, that compartment in there, and the little rig case as well. And then obviously you put whatever you want in there. I've got my anti-tangle sleeves, run rig kits, bolt and run kits, braid, shot, spare scissors, spare packets of hooks. I just thought that was quite a nifty little box, to be honest. Normally use a Fox box, but I find that all the little boxes and that you have to get into and lift up and stuff, this one just seems to have everything a bit more readily available to you. So yeah, that was my thoughts on that one. The new Coram loaded tackle box. Right then, so I was just about to sort of pack up and go home, and then I thought on the way back I'll just drop in a swim, which I know has got a massive slack, which you'll just see behind me. If not, I'll show you in a sec. We're going to give this an hour or so, and then I shall pack up and go home. I think the sun in the last swim just killed it, to be honest. This is a lot more in the shade, so let's see what pans out here. Oh, that was a good move. It will be if I get it in. Oh, that was worth it. It's only a small one, but just proves sometimes you should listen to your instincts. I really fancied it was time to move, and there's a reward. Lovely little River Severn Barbel, and the 6th of the day. Let's get this one back, give it another half hour, and then that'll be the end of the session. Holy shit. Well, that's something that's never happened to me before. Just literally fell in and went straight under. Lucky, really. Just a reminder to be aware of your surroundings, guys. Just as I was landing this little beauty. That was so lucky. Seriously, guys, if you're on the riverbanks, be careful, because that really scared me. I don't know what else to say, really, other than that is the end of that. Thanks for watching, and I better try and dry off and get home. Cheers. Well, guys, as you can see, I'm home and well. Could have been a very different story. In all seriousness, though, it does make you think. You know, I was literally on my own there. There was no one for miles, no one around. So, and I'm a really good swimmer, to be honest, as well. So, you know, for it to scare me that much just shows how much shock it made as soon as I went in that water. You know, it was cold. So just be careful when you're out there. You know, I take for granted sometimes that you know, we're out there in the wild, we're making ourselves vulnerable, really. You know, it could have been a very different story. So I'm just glad that I got out. Just finished picking the minnows out my underpants, so I'm just going to go and have a nice warm bath now and chill out a bit, if I can get over it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. I appreciate all the comments, all the shares and stuff, and all the nice comments face to face you've been giving me as well. I'll try and keep them coming for you. Cheers, guys.